Hey there, friends. Jim Filoni here, enjoying what's left of my Arnold Palmer. I've cut back on soda recently, and I've been drinking a lot more tea here lately. And one of the types of teas I've been drinking is Arnold Palmer's from Arizona. This isn't a sponsored video or anything, but the reason why I'm telling you why I'm drinking Arnold Palmer's is one, my health, you know. Yeah, it's still got sugar in it, but a lot less than a can of Coke, for example. And, it's not made with battery acid, so it's not melting my insides as I drink it. But the reason why I buy an Arizona beverage is because they do good by the consumer. In a world where companies are increasing their prices, to account for this, that, or the other, Arizona has kept their prices low, affordable, delicious, and goes down smooth. And it's really got me thinking about the gaming industry and how we are in the midst of the worst console generation of all time. Xbox and PlayStation are on a race to the bottom to see who can get there the fastest. Xbox because they are reeling from the decisions made by previous leadership, and they're doing their best to correct the ship, but the road to hell is paved on the best intentions. A lot of great talent has been cut when I think it should mostly been the executive level that got cut. A lot of great studios have been released from their bonds and made independent. Some other studios have been sold off. And it's just a real big mess right now in the realm of Xbox. But I do think it will lead to a brighter future for the company as long as Asha remains true to her word and her reasoning for doing what she's doing. PlayStation has simply gotten lazy. PlayStation has become anti-consumer. They want to strip you of your ownership rights, so they're going to stop making physical media. And now we are witnessing for the first time in any time in gaming where consoles, the older they get, the more expensive they are. Now, of course, this happens when a system's retro. Like 10 years ago, a Dreamcast was like maybe $70, but now people are like, oh, hey, that Dreamcast wasn't so bad. And it's just because of the secondhand market that the systems now become expensive, because now it's somewhat desired. But this is the first time that the current generation's hardware has gotten more expensive while it's still in circulation. And this is for a multitude of different reasons. One, it's to keep the shareholders happy. Two, it's because of lingering effects of, things like tariffs and whatnot. But the biggest thing is the shortage of components by the damn AI data centers, taking up all the RAM, taking up all of the graphics cards, taking up all the things needed for computing. And it's affecting people that are wanting to build computers. It's affecting the pre-built computer industry, and it is affecting consoles. That's why all these consoles are now going up in price. At least Nintendo, despite their many, many flaws, is doing one thing to be somewhat pro-consumer by giving you some options before they raise their price. They're giving you a bundle you can engage with right now before the prices go up in September, where you can choose between Pokopia, which is like one of the biggest games this year, Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is probably one of the biggest Switch games there is right now, Switch 2 games, and then of course Mario Kart World, which some people like. I'm not a big fan of it. I prefer Mario Kart 8 if I'm being honest, but that's just my personal opinion. But many people do enjoy Mario Kart World, and they're giving you an option and a really good deal to jump in now before that price kicks in. Microsoft and Sony, they're not even giving you a freebie. I mean, yeah, PlayStation 5 comes with that little Astrobot tech demo. At least I think it still does. But the fact of the matter is, they're not giving you any kind of bone or incentive, and the reason why that is because there's nothing to play on these things. There really hasn't been a generation-defining game to come out. There's not really a game out there that makes you think the same way people think of Halo 3 when it comes to the Xbox 360, or Last of Us for the PlayStation 3, or God of War for the PS2, or Halo Combat Evolved or Fable for the original Xbox. There really hasn't been a game for these consoles like that. You could say maybe the Final Fantasy, Rebirth, or Final Fantasy 16 if you're into JRPGs. You might even say Grand Theft Auto 6 or Starfield if you're really feeling that way. Grand Theft Auto 6, I can definitely see that, especially since it's not coming out on PCs. But man, I mean, we're 6 years into this console, and we're only just now at the point where games are only being made for these consoles, as opposed to also releasing on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And that, I just find that absolutely insane. There is no value in buying the box nowadays. And now they want to strip your rights away as a consumer. PlayStation wants to announce that they're getting rid of physical media. They're getting rid of physical media. Do you believe that, my friends? Physical media. Now, you could look at the numbers and say, well, Jim, a lot of people buy digitally. I game share with a friend of mine, and we split the cost of the game, which is fine. I'm not, saying that saving money here and there isn't really a problem, and if buying digital is what works best for you, have at it. But just know, when you buy digital, you're not buying the game. You don't own the game when you buy it digitally. You're buying access to the license, and it's a license that can be revoked from you at any given point for any reason whatsoever. You make someone mad during a game of Call of Duty, they could report your account because everything is done by AI and not by real people. They could just be like, okay, yeah, this is valid, and just shut your account down and take all your digital purchases away from you. Sony could just wake up one day and be like, you know what, I don't want to renew my licenses with EA, so we're just going to pull all the EA games off of the store and yank them from people that have bought it. And you might say, well, that's not going to happen. That couldn't possibly happen. They just did it with a ton of movies and TV shows that people bought on PlayStation and just yanked them away like that. Now, even if you already purchased them, you can't even watch them now. And that is absolutely insane. I love gaming. I feel like it is a great medium that allows you to engage in media in a way that movies and books simply cannot do. The stories you and your friends could share about what you've done in Skyrim or Baldur's Gate, or even older games like Fable or Halo or God of War even. Metal Gear Solid, how you handled certain situations, the water cooler talk. You know, it can be amazing, you know, talking about how you handled a certain boss with a friend or a coworker, and hear how they handled the boss differently. You know, when Batman Arkham Asylum came out, my friends and I argued over which ending was real because we all got different endings for the post-credit stinger, and we found out soon that it was based on what difficulty we're playing on. And that was great, that was cool. But, you know, you don't really have that now. I mean, you do, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. There's no generational defining game, and there's really no reason to own these consoles, because the only things coming out are remakes of games that have been out for 10 plus years. Two of the biggest games to come out this month is a remake of Assassin's Creed 4 and another remake of Halo 1. I love Halo 1. I love Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Did I buy the remakes? Yeah. Bought them on disc. But, you know, because I want to own them. I want my ownership. Don't get that with digital. And maybe I'm ranting, maybe I'm just sounding like some old fool or whatever. Maybe it's the hat making me feel a little old. I don't know. But I like being able to own my stuff. And it's really made me think about just getting out of modern games entirely. Especially consoles, because I prefer consoles. I don't want to mess with a PC. I really, really don't. I want to be able to buy a game and know that it works on my thing. I don't want to have to worry about specs and all that, or buying parts and all that stuff. And especially now with AI screwing everything over, I'd rather just get a PlayStation 2 and play games on that. In fact, I might just do that. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Am I overthinking this? Let me know what you think down below. Until next time, I'm Jim, and this has been the Jim Filoni channel, and I'll see you at the next one. Take care.